Oh, yep, sunburnt to a crisp. And, you know, once it's crazy. I've never, no one has ever smelt this good while sunburnt. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the legs. Nothing weird about this one. Right off the bat, he's just trying to take a seat. Yeah, it's in the middle of the mall, but he's tired from walking. I need you. Okay, so we're gonna have to quantify what a weird image is, I think. Cause this off the bat, I don't get weird. There's a handler, he's on a leash. He's being polite. I think we gotta raise our standards here just a little bit to really start to quantify what is and is not a weird image. This is just a sweet little guy trying to take a load off. You know, I think a weird image has to instill some sort of confusion. This does not. If you've never seen an alpaca hanging out, then maybe you gotta go to a different mall, man. I don't know. That sounds like a you problem. Oh my God, what the hell? All right, why? Oh man. First of all, tomato don't look good. That looks like a bad tomato. Second of all, crypt keeper. What's going on with you, man? Okay. I'm sure that them being this deathly thin is like cause for concern, and I'm not trying to make light of that. But you know, that was very startling for me. A little thrown off guard having that pop out of nowhere. I think anyone would be. I hope they eat a carb or something filling. I hope that gets checked out, because that's no good. The fact that the socks look like they're baggy is concerning to me. Oh, hell yeah. The American stairwell. Dude. This is kind of fun though. I could imagine maybe like an American history museum or some sort of like gun history museum and like the Wild West corridor, you know? This would be fun. This is cute and thematic. I would love to know where this is. This has so much potential to me. This is this is like if you used like a dinosaur bone lookalike as a railing for a stairwell, like a history museum, like a natural history museum. This is fun. I don't see, there's nothing wrong with this to me. A lot of people are doing self-portraits. Never mind, not self-portraits. This is all the same. This is all the same woman, except for the guy here. He had other plans. Now, art, you know, art is up to interpretation. So maybe this was his interpretation of the subject. You never know. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at a aspiring artist and their work. And just because I don't get it, maybe it just wasn't for me, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna judge. That doesn't mean I'm gonna judge it, right? They worked hard on that. I think this is fair. It's the only way to tell the twins apart, 1 and 2. Shaved right into their head, they're babies, you know? Otherwise, what am I gonna do? I could dress them up in different clothes, but what if they swap clothes? They're twins. I see nothing wrong with this, you know? And if you have 2 more, you know, buzz cut 3 and 4 into someone else's, you know, the other 2's heads, you know? I think that's fair. It's the only way to keep track of them. And when you have kids, you understand that keeping track of where your kids are is really important. You know, these little guys are starting to walk and they want to adventure. I don't blame them for, you know, using identifying features. Are you going to the pee stall or the poop stall? Depends. Oh, is this supposed to be like for men and women's restrooms? Is that what it is? I could see that. That's fun. I feel like maybe a little on the nose, you know, and what if I like to pee sitting down? What if I don't like the urinal? What if I just want to have a sit down experience because I like to check my phone while I use the bathroom? You know? So I feel like you're typecasting me right now, and I don't quite like it. This is this kind of thing, like this particular setup, feels very like this is just in a bar to me. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I get. Like they set this up in a bar. It's real fun. It's real light, and people see that and they chuckle. Like that's the vibe. Oh, good for them. You know. Speaking of Batman. Look who's protecting them at night when they sleep. That's a real superhero. I don't see Superman doing this. I know that movie just came out, but he didn't do this. He didn't protect people while they slept like that. I haven't seen it yet. I wouldn't know. Maybe he did. Maybe I'm besmirching the Caped Crusader. No, that's Batman. Batman's Caped Crusader. Superman is what? Blue Boy Scout. That's him. I keep pissing off comic book fans. They'll have my head on a pike. But this is good. Batman is being a good role model, watching over, making sure that no bad guys sneak in while they're sleeping. This is polite. This is good superhero etiquette as far as I'm concerned. What the hell am I looking at here? Okay. Now this okay. You know how I was saying earlier, depending on how this is edited, I don't know if the alpaca thing's gonna be first. I think a weird image has to instill some sort of confusion. Well, maybe, I think we could add disgust to that list, because I'm not necessarily confused. I can tell what's happening in the photo, but I'm not happy about it. You know, I don't like it one bit, and I think whoever put this sticker on there, they should feel ashamed. They should feel ashamed and write 100 sentences, "I am sorry and I won't do it again," over and over again. This is gross. So I love how the head of Ben 10 is ripped off like he was like a bum dad, and they're being ripped out of the family photo. This is a gross photo, man. This sucks. This sucks. Boo. Black speck on my thumbnail. When it grows out, I get another new growing out of my nail in the same spot. Okay. And okay, that's interesting. So when the nail bed grows, that's just staying there. Maybe it's like a blood blister or something. I don't know. If it keeps coming back, I would still get it checked out. We can get melanoma under our nails. Damn. Then I don't know how common that is. Like melanoma under the nail, but it's I believe it's like, I don't know how to pronounce the first part of it, but it's like subungual melanoma, and it's a specific type of skin cancer that develops under your toenails or your fingernails, and most commonly it is that dark streak. And I'm very curious because it's not like, I know like a lot of melanoma is linked to sun exposure, but I don't think that this particular kind is linked. I'm not sure, man. I think it's interesting. But yeah, I guess if you're watching and you have a dark streak on your nail, go to the doctor probably. I would assume that might be due for a doctor visit. Oh, very nice. I like this. What is this, Blade Runner? I don't watch a lot of movies, so I watch horror movies out the wazoo, but I don't watch a lot of like other stuff. I think this is Blade Runner, right? With Shrek characters. This is fun. I think Donkey would look like that. I mean, Donkey usually does look like that, if I'm being honest. That's not too far away from how he normally looks. This is true to life. Ronaldo or Messi, who's the best player in the world? And you can stub out your cigarettes, and I like, this is fun. Okay, I like this. This is a way to encourage people not to litter, and it's like taking part in your community. This is really fun. Again, this is not an image that's weird to me. I see what they're going for here. This is probably an area where, you guys hear my dog? I think he just woke up and he's like shaking himself off, you know? Anyway, this is probably an area that has a lot of foot traffic, and people were just dropping their cigarette butts into the ground, and you know, just making it a yucky, dirty place. So this to me is fantastic. I love this idea. This is like it's fun. You see that, you go, oh, I have a passionate opinion about this. And then you make your choice. That's fun. And it's also it being a trash receptacle. I think if you don't care and you see all the cigarette butts in it, then you would be inclined to put that there anyway. This is a smart invention to me. I really like this. Wow. The most American rug I ever did say, that's for sure. That's for true. Holy crap, man. Right on the face of the rug, huh? I just want to be sure we saw it. I understand. All you can eat ass for $18.99. That's a steal, fellas. Listen, don't line up all at once now. There's more than enough to go around. Now, is that at the Selena 52 Diner right there? Are they holding the all-you-can-eat ass event, the marathon? Where am I? If I was an interested patron, where would I? Where might I sign up for this affair? Just the people clamoring, like slamming on the window like zombies trying to break in. We saw the special. Oh, that's fun. I like your disguise, man. I would believe it. Me personally, if you're asking me, oh, hold on, what the hell? Oh, that's someone on the other side of the car. I saw the other hand there and I was like, how the hell are they doing that? But that's probably just someone else on the other side. But this is a cheap way to get a new car without having to spend all the money in getting a new car. I like that. This to me is a smart way to spend your time. I approve. I like this. Oh, come on, man. What did he do? What, just because his swag's too tough? So you guys hate him? For what? For dressing so fly? For having a swagger that none can attain? For being just a fly, chill guy all around? What, he didn't do nothing wrong? Yeah, so what, he hogged the catnip. No one else was using it. Leave him alone. And you know what? Get him some Friskies cat food as well. Get him some Meow Mix. Let him put Meow Meow on the mix. Now they're hating my goat for no reason. He did nothing wrong. That's fun. I don't know. It's like the ball in the cup. But this image is not nearly deep fried enough for having the demon core out though. The eraser, that's fun. If you're an art student, that's a fun gift. That's a gag gift. That's a lot of fun. $3.95 is not even that bad a price, I'd say. For a good laugh, I think it's utility. It's silly. To me, as someone who likes very utilitarian gifts, but also has a sense of humor, I think this is the best of both worlds. I think this is very fun. For the artist in your life, I think this is a good gift, and then you can have a good laugh, and then they get to use an eraser, if they're drawing with things that take erasers. Wow. I mean, holy crap, man. That's an insane body mod. I don't even, whoa. Obviously, visually, this is metal as fuck. This is very cool. But how I feel about it, you know what I mean? Like, this goes hard as hell, but no thank you. That seems painful. I don't like it very much. And you know what's really getting me about it? So I could see, because they have it, tied, I could see like the skin pulling on the edge of the rings, and that's really grossing me out. That's really throwing me off, I don't like that very much. That's fun. When your car is breaking down and you don't have enough money to repair it, finding a way to use the broken part, like, that's inspiring. You have your succulents there and you could take it with you. And now, I think that's fun. I don't know how you take care of succulents. I don't know if you're supposed to water those regularly or not. I think those are meant to survive without a bunch of water, but I could be wrong. But that's a fun way to, spruce up the car, because repairing a car is expensive and they're going to try and charge you a bunch of other things. And I mean, it's a Camry. So who really cares, right? At the end of the day, found on the window of an empty building I live near. Poor Michelle. Uh-oh. Oh my God. What the fuck? Hold on, let's try to Michelle, is Lance Uppercut still around? What? Michelle, you have no reason to ever believe a single thing that I could ever say, ever. Michelle, if I could hold you again, I would hold you like you were about to turn to ash. Michelle, if this is the truth, I want it. Michelle, if I saw you last fall, you were at Katie's Bakery. I was stopped outside. Michelle, can we please just watch British baking and not talk about it? This is horrifying. Like, genuinely, no joke, horrifying. I'm trying to get a read on everything else, and this is actually, oh my God. I don't even know what else to say. Like, this is the most horrifying thing I think I could have been shown. Some of these get really, really dark. Like, what? I can't leave now. A train is coming. I treated you terribly. I was really pissed at you. Sometimes when I'm out driving, I imagine I'm going to your place. Then I start speeding. Michelle, why would you ever want to talk to me again? Holy shit, man. Michelle, never forgive me. I never knew if you trusted me. I was quite afraid of how I felt about you. Michelle, the time you took my hand and led me around Barnes and Noble. Michelle, I hope you never read this. Then why'd you plaster it on the wall, buddy? Michelle, if I would go to church if you asked me to. I wish you would hate my guts forever. I used to go days without thinking about you. I hope you never forgive me. I hope you never read this. I need these stickers more than ever. If I told you how I felt, you wouldn't believe me. I once called out your name when I was with someone else. I miss your sound effects. I wish that I could forgive you. I am tortured by hope. What the hell, man? This is horrifying. I don't even know what else to say to that. Like, I'm just... I do know the Lance Uppercut thing. My eyes kind of caught on that because I'm pretty sure that was in The Simpsons. So I don't know what was going on with that one, but the rest of this, yeesh. My God, what the hell happened here? Is this a little frog? You can see right where he got out of the water. That's fun. Good for you. I mean, hey, nothing wrong with getting your swim on, especially as a little frog, right? He needed to take a dive. I get it. Do your thing, man. That's fun. I like that works out. Maybe that's why she got that tattoo, because she wears shirts like that and she knows it would even out. She understood that that's the kind of shirt she likes to wear, and she was always, bothered by the pattern not being all the way there. So she did what she had to do, and she took matters into her own hands. I like that for her. It's just very funny looking. Oh, a real brass gang. I don't want to mess with you guys. I get it. You guys are hardened musicians. Cut your teeth out on the streets. I get it. I don't want any smoke. I don't want to mess with you guys one bit, but I would love to hear, you know, the brass play a beautiful song. That sounds like it'd be a wonderful time. No Godzilla's 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. except for Sundays. You heard that, Godzilla? You've been given a time and a place where you can roam around and do your thing, okay? The time frame has been set. If you want to do that like from 7 to 7, you got 12 whole hours to go crazy. But once it hits 8 a.m., back in the water, all right? Back in the water with you, because that's when we're working. We gotta get things done, all right? We're building buildings here. Like, it takes time and money and effort, and you're kind of messing up our flow. This is fun. Do you think, what do you think Ken and Ryu's order would be for McDonald's? I feel like Ken is like he's probably a Big Mac guy, and Ryu's like a quarter pounder kind of guy, if I had to guess. Both large meals, of course. And I think Ken, just because it's red, he'd get the high C red. Not the high C orange, the high C red. And Ryu, probably a McDonald's Sprite kind of guy. If I just based on vibe alone, I think that's their order. Good for them. Guess I am walking my dog a different way today. Oh, well, yes. But this looks like Halloween night. Someone not give out any treats, they got tricked. It's a classic. This happens all the time. You know, if you don't give a treat, you get tricked. That is the Halloween rule. So I'm not really surprised by seeing this. You know, this doesn't shock me. What the hell? So you finally caught up to me, huh? You want to challenge me here in the hallway? I mean, if you want to do that, that's your prerogative, but it's not a fight that's going to go over well. All right? It's not looking good for you. This is not your arena. Wow. You know, as the video progresses, you know, when I look through a collection, you really start to get some good images. This one's it's pretty solid. Don't know why you needed it pierced, and that's not for a baby to drink. I can tell you that right away. The grown man has done this for his own amusement later. This is gross. This has dark implications. And do you dare knock on the king's castle without stating your business? Look at him. He's looking at you for an answer. What is your purpose here? Catnip? Treat? Be gone with you. Aww. I love to see the passenger seats console and be there for the front driver's seat. It goes through a lot, you know. This is nice. This is sweet. Good for them, you know. And who said they couldn't be supportive? This is nice. This is a lot of support.